Well, my first thought is I'm thinking about a first grade teacher who came up to me the last week of school this past year, super excited. And she said, "Oh my gosh, Susan, you have to go into my dashboard and listen to these three kids read. And you have to go back and listen to how they were reading in September. And then you have to send this information to their interventionists so that they can see what a difference they've made in these kids, because they're all reading at grade level. And so the beginning of first grade, they were all reading at a beginning of kindergarten reading level. And then they made 2 years worth of reading growth in one school year. And so I listened to their September audio recordings, and then I listened to their reading of books in June. And it was like listening to two different children. And I shared this with the interventionists, and it was their fluency improved from 12 words per minute in September to 70 words per minute. And their accuracy was right where it needed to be, and their comprehension was great. And there's no other way for us to have been able to physically, auditorily hear the same reader if it hadn't been for what we were able to do with our Literably assessments. And then Literably also has every assessment that these kids had done throughout the year. So I could, on one click, I could see the chronological progress, because this teacher, she gave assessments monthly. She loves Literably. And so it was an amazing chronological development of reading progress for not just one, but these three kids who started out, and these are all English language learners too, by the way. And so it's a really convenient and accurate way to gather data. And then we can share this out with our site administrators. It gets shared out in our LCAP reports and our CSIS reports. It's a very well-constructed platform that's really, really easy to use. And then I think the other big win is I have fifth grade teachers getting excited about reading data and reading instruction. We have our benchmark assessments that we do twice a year, and then we have our state standardized tests. And those are interesting, but this is so much more tangible, and teachers use their beginning of the year and then assessment data and then trimester assessment data to inform their instruction. And so it's not just a summative assessment, it's really a formative assessment as well. We appreciate being able to see the standards represented in the comprehension questions. The additional comprehension assessments are a big favorite of our third, fourth, and fifth grade teachers, because they're thinking, okay, these kids can decode, but I'm really wondering about their retention of what they're reading. And so those have been a big hit.